AI is really bad at writing marketing emails. If you just ask ChatGPT to write you a marketing email about anything specific, it'll give you something like this. But this doesn't quite look like we want. It looks like every other thing that's been written by AI. There's a good reason that it writes like this, mainly because we gave it a single sentence prompt. We didn't give it any examples of how it should write, and we kind of let it make its own decisions, and its decisions write like that. But if we want something that looks like it's written really well and performs really well, we're going to have to go more in depth. There's a couple different ways you could do this, but today we'll show you how to write a custom GPT for a specific writing use case. Custom GPTs are the brainchild of ChatGPT. To not go too technical into it, it basically just lets you control the instructions that are on the back end of ChatGPT to personalize it for whatever use you have. To make them, you need to subscribe to the subscribe to the ChatGPT Plus plan, and then it'll let you build, share, or keep private your own GPTs. Before you go willy-nilly starting to create a GPT, it's important to pull all the information that you need. We are creating this GPT to help me write emails for the Prompt Perfect AI Helper. It's a Chrome extension that we've built. Here's all the information I pulled from it. So we have this context on what the extension is and how it works. That way we can put it in the GPT so it'll always be able to access it. We'll just start there. If you have a ChatGPT Plus account and you click your little icon up here, you go to My GPTs, it'll take you here. And then if you click Create a GPT, it'll take you into this UI. So let's just put placeholder text in here. That's the name of it. That's the description. Placeholder. And then instructions is where all the magic is going to happen. There's a way to have, OpenAI has built in this thing where you can tell it what you want the GPT to do and it'll automatically write these. We're going to do this all by hand because that is the best way to do it in my opinion. So we'll just start by saying information on the Prompt Perfect Chrome extension. And then we'll paste all this information I already got. You can only get 8,000 characters, so we're going to do a quick character count. Okay, cool. So we're at 2,200. That gives us, I'm not good at math, but like 5,500 characters left. Now we'll just start at the tippity top. So let's say act as an email writer only for the Prompt Perfect Chrome extension. We're not going to be perfect right now. We're just going to wing it, and we'll fix things later. There's a few tips and tricks we'll do as well. There's a few things I wanted to do. Always respond with a subject line featuring preview text, copy for the body of the email, and button copy for the email. So these are the three things that I want. And every single time I ask for it, it should give me a subject line with the preview text, a little second bit, copy for the body of the email, and button copy for the email. Let's say offer multiple options for each. If we want to be more specific, at minimum 3 options. Let's just be very specific. Offer 3 options for each type of copy you write. So sometimes I think with humans, we think that it's good to be willy-nilly and be like, at minimum, really it's AI. It's a computer tool, and you should be as specific as you can. So if you want 3, just say offer 3 options. And now we want to throw in an example to give it an idea of what it can be doing. So we told it to write subject line with preview text, body copy, and CTAs. Now we'll say, here is an example of how you should write. And then we'll put all this in there. I pulled that together. I actually took inspiration from an email that Grammarly wrote. I really like Grammarly. And what I did was put this image into ChatGPT. I asked it to output it. Then I gave a bunch of information about Prompt Perfect, asked it to rewrite it. This is something that you can do without AI by just finding these and writing them, but it's a little bit quicker with AI. So now we've given this GPT context on what the product is. We've given it details on what it needs to write, and we've given it one example of how it should write. Now we want to tell it exactly how to respond. So how you should respond. A user will ask you to write an email with context about Prompt Perfect Chrome extension. This person will be me. When they do, write using the above, right, using write it and output it as output options for copy for, and let's just go back up to here, for a subject line feature preview text, copy for the body of the email, button copy for the email. There should be 3 options for each. They should be formatted in a digestible and easy to read way. So telling it that you want it to be formatted a certain way will make sure that every time that it outputs your response, it'll be in a way that you decide. So you can make this anything and be like, make it a list, make it an essay or a short story, whatever. We're going to go back through and make this better, but for now, just take a look at this. So a conversation starter would be, write an email about the perfect button's value. That's simple. The perfect button is actually this button. Nice. So here we see subject options, body copy options. All right, cool. So we just gave the single sentence, but it has all of the context of these instructions. So we can see our subject lines, perfect prompts every time, the button that elevates every interaction with AI. That's great. The elevate interaction isn't the most human sounding thing, but these body copy options are good. It basically takes the 3-sentence structure we gave it, and it writes good options for copy for a marketing email. And then here we go. We also see the CTA options, which we love to have. One quick thing I want to do is AI works in Markdown. So let's just go take the following instructions for GPT and write them in Markdown. I'm actually going to perfect this. This is the actual perfect button we're talking about. Boom. So that rewrote our prompt to be much better. I'm going to put the instructions here, and it should pretty quickly give me, yes, instructions for writing emails. Nice. Does it still have my example? I want the example email to be in the instructions. It looks like it took it out of it there. Here's an example email of how it should be structured. Okay, cool. Love it. And then you can copy this. If we go back over here, boom. We paste it in that way. Take out that weird bottom thing. And now we have the instructions written in Markdown, which is the way that AI input start takes everything. So let's see if that changes anything we get here. Boom. I actually like this less. Give me 1 second. Okay, cool. Using the prompt that I did, it kind of rewrote a lot of the instructions for what AI wanted it to. So I went back and said, do not change the copy of the instructions, just make it Markdown. This is something you'll see happen a lot where if you don't tell it what to do, it takes a leap, and it's like, oh, I think it would be better written this way, and it, you can't blame it, but you got to give it some parameters. All right, cool. Let's do another test real quick. Oh, I was liking the look of that. Get AI ready prompts with a tap. That's nice. Love it. So this is writing really good. This is a basic way to really get good writing by giving a bunch of context to your own customized version of ChatGPT, giving examples of the way you want it to write, telling it exactly how to respond, and then all I'd have to do is write an email about the saved prompt library. Save and reuse your best prompts. Organize your prompts with ease. Your best prompts are always ready to go instead of recreating prompts from scratch. See, it's good copy. Now, I generally recommend always to do a little editing. This is really good for sourcing inspiration and a bunch of copy you can put in, and then it's good to get your fingers in there and change some things. Or you can even iteratively ask AI to be like, in this chat, to be like, rewrite option 3 for body copy by doing X, just giving it examples of what to do, and it'll rewrite it really quick. So let's give this a name. Let's say prompt perfect extension email writer. Ask for an email and get subject, body, and CTA copy specifically for prompt perfect Chrome extension. I added in 3 more little conversation starters here, which is great. We don't actually need any of these capabilities. You can add in web search, DALL-E image generation, or code interpreter. We don't need it. I'm going to click create. I'll say anyone with the link will save, and then this actually gives us a link that's going to be dropped down here. So if we want to view GPT, here we go. Write an email about the save prompt button's value, and voila. Try it out for yourself. Also try building these. It's a very easy way to, we spent 30 minutes here and we're saving a lot of time writing emails. So I can reuse this for all the emails we do in marketing about it. So yeah, check it down below. We'll be back. We're going to be optimizing a lot of stuff on this channel. Catch you next time.